Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Makeup by Sasha and I'm a professional makeup artist. So I wanted to give new makeup artists some tips because I know how hard it was in the beginning, and I just feel like I'd like to be able to share it with you guys. I'd like to be able to share how I managed to quit my jobs, how I managed to be a success and be an international makeup artist. I want to share how I done that with you guys. So if you want to see how I done it, and if you're interested in becoming a makeup artist and really excelling in your business, keep watching. This video is mainly for makeup artists who have just started in the game and they're like, what do I do? Like, where do I go from here? I've got you covered, don't worry, because I know exactly how it was when I first started in the game, and it was just like super overwhelming, and it was just, yeah, I wish somebody would help me. But anyway, we're gonna kick straight into the video now. So I've got my stuff written down. There's so much to be said and I'm gonna try and condense it, but literally I could speak all day about these topics, but I'm just gonna start off with, so these are in no particular order, guys. Practice, practice, practice. I cannot stress enough how much practice is so important. You want to be grabbing anybody around you who will say yes, literally, like your mother, your sister, your brother even. You want to be bringing all your friends and you want to practice on different skin tones, different face shapes, different textures of skin. It's so easy to be able to do your own face. It's like two different things, doing your own face than doing like someone else's face. It's so different, even down to the way that you hold the brush. It's a complete difference. So don't think that because you can do your face amazingly that it's going to be the same when it comes to doing makeup on somebody else. So I would say definitely practice. You want to be looking on YouTube, you want to be reading books as well, you want to just be doing your research about different makeup looks, challenging yourself, trying to recreate certain things as well. It's gonna pay off, trust me, because not everybody has the same shape, face or eyes or nose or lips. It's so, so important. So definitely practice. I'm even still practicing now, and I've been doing this for 8 years and I'm still practicing. So yeah, practice. So number 2, I would say, don't be afraid to work for free. Now, a lot of people be like, I'm not working for free. What? Like, they better pay me. But the thing is, right, when I first started, I did a lot of free work. I'd be coming home at like 12 midnight sometimes because I used to do so much work for free. And I actually, I'm glad I done that because it gave me the practice, like I said in number 1, it gave me the practice to be able to do everybody's skin type, no matter what shade of skin you were, doesn't matter what hyperpigmentation you had going on. Because I had so much practice, it helped. Another thing that's good about that is it helped me to build my portfolio. I literally build my entire website off of free shoots. It's called test shoots, guys, for those that don't know. And literally I got some quality pictures and I didn't pay a penny. So don't be afraid to work for free. The site that I used to use was modelmayhem.com. People used to like put out their ads and say that they're test shooting and they're looking for makeup artists. So that's, I would normally like just kind of like contact them or say that I'm interested and whatever. Because what I've realized is in my makeup journey, nobody wants to work with somebody who hasn't got pictures. Like, it's very, very hard to get jobs without pictures. So pictures is basically like money. You definitely want to get pictures, like 100%. So yeah, that's tip number 2. Oh, another thing I forgot to add. You definitely want to definitely do fashion shows. Try to work on fashion shows because fashion shows are so helpful when it comes to speed. That really increased my speed working on fashion shows because it's like you haven't got time to slowly paint. You haven't got time for that. You literally, it's like it's fast paced. It's like on to the next. Sometimes you've got like 20 models and it's just like you're trying to get through all of them. So it does help your speed. So I would definitely recommend, make sure you try to work on fashion shows. Even if you do that in the very beginning and you're not that great, assist somebody. It will pay off, I'm telling you. Tip number 3 is create a social media platform and have a website, guys. So I would say, obviously this would be after you've done a lot of test shoots and you've got your really nice pictures. You'd obviously then go on to making your website. It's important to have a social media platform or platforms because it's all about, it's like free advertising. Like, why would you not take advantage of that? It's free, like it's completely free. So having a social media account or accounts is like key, especially in 2020. You definitely want to have some kind of online presence because people are going to want to look for you. The first thing they say to me, oh, what's your Instagram? Oh, what's your Snapchat? The first thing they say to me, oh, have you got YouTube? The first thing. So just make sure you've got some sort of online presence because it's really good for actually helping you to build your clientele. Literally, it's so good for that. So I would definitely say get your Instagram, get your Snapchat, get your Facebook, and just make sure you're constantly posting, which goes on to my 4th tip. I would say post regularly. You definitely want to be posting at least 2 or 3 times a day. Like, it might seem excessive, but you want people to be constantly reminded of you and your work. So you want to be posting pictures of you, of your work, of you doing somebody's makeup as well, of tutorials, videos, mini tutorials. You definitely want to be posting a lot. So I would say that definitely helps in terms of getting your name out there and just staying relevant as well. Because come on guys, let's be real, there's many makeup artists, but there's no one that's you. So you are still unique. Even in this a pool full of makeup artists, you're still you and you're still unique. So my 4th tip, guys, I would say take clean, clear pictures. Now, in the beginning, I struggled with this a lot. I used to be like, why? Like, my pictures are never coming out nice and clean. My work, it's like my work doesn't pick, it's like the cameras don't pick up my work. And it used to bug the living daylights out of me until I found this thing, a ring light. The ring light literally changed the game for me. Like, all of a sudden, my work, you could pick up my work on a camera now. Like, it totally changed the game. So if you're a new makeup artist, I would 100% recommend you get a ring light or some kind of lighting, like professional lighting. I would say, I think there's a Glamcore type of light, but I don't really feel those for makeup. I think that ring lights are definitely the ones you want to go for, the big ones. I think it's a 9, is it the 18-inch? Yeah, I take that with me to shoots and stuff because I feel like anytime I try and take it with my iPhone, it doesn't really work, to be fair. So yeah, take clean, clear pictures of your work, and yeah, it will really help you to showcase your work, really, to be honest. Right, so step number 5, I would say invest, guys. Invest in courses. And I'm not saying go and spend like 20 grand on a course. Research and invest into a course. If you are literally just starting out and you don't know anything about makeup but you love it, like you've just got a passion for it, invest in a course. The reason I say invest, because it's an investment. It's going towards your future, it's going towards your career. Being a makeup artist, you can make a lot of money. It's super important to know what you're talking about, to know what you're doing. I started doing makeup in 2011 and I didn't really know a lot about makeup, but I loved it. But I tell you, like, I went to college to study makeup for a year. I didn't really learn a lot of the practical stuff from the course because by that time I'd already been doing so much. But I would say it really helped me with things like color theory, like how to clean your brushes, the hygiene area of things, the different skin types. It would have helped more if I went on a practical type of course, because that's one of the reasons I decided to actually run courses, because I know how it felt for me. Investing in a course for someone to actually show you how things are done, you can't never feel like that, because honestly, when I first started, I feel like I could have been even bigger now if I literally invested in a course from the start to actually know, rather than trying and failing and then trying and failing. Do you get what I mean? I feel like I would have been a little bit further on if I had done. If you live in London, I offer 4-day courses for aspiring makeup artists. So we work on mainly the practical side of makeup, and like your kit, how to build your kit, how to apply certain looks on different people. So that's something I offer. So if you guys are interested in that, just click on the description bar down below and the information will be there. I am working on online courses as well, for people that don't live in London. I'll let you guys know when that comes out. So anyway, cool. So tip number 6, I would say display your work on yourself. This was kind of like 2 tips, because you want to display the work on yourself and you also want to focus on your appearance. So I'll talk about the first step now. So when I say display your work on yourself, be your walking portfolio at all times. Literally at all times, look your best. And even if it's not your best, look decent at all times, because trust me, people believe you when they look at your face. I hear that so many times. I'll walk into a job or whatever and the person will be like, "You're the makeup artist, aren't you?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, how did you know?" And they're like, "I can see." That's what you want people to say. You want people to say, yeah, obviously you're a makeup artist. I can see it. I can see your face. That's what you want. You don't want to walk into a job and they're like, "What? Are you going to touch my face? You can't be the one. Like, are you touching?" Come on. What would you think, guys? Think about what you would think if you booked a makeup artist for a photo shoot. She rolled in and she looked like she just woke up out of bed. You're gonna be like, you're gonna feel really nervous, actually, to be fair. So yeah, just make sure you're always showcasing your talents on your face, because you are a walk-in portfolio. Make sure your makeup's always good. That's what I was gonna say. Make sure your makeup's always good. And the next part of that tip I would say is focus on your appearance, because literally it's almost like you sell your brand. I'll say it again, you sell your brand. So if you just carry yourself well, you look the part, your hair's on point, your makeup's on point, you look decent on how you're dressed, people will literally rate you and believe in you more. They'll respect you for that, trust me. I know for sure. Like, people respect me because I actually look the part when I walk into a job. I don't look like I've just rolled in or rolled out of bed. I don't go to work in a tracksuit, like, you know. So it's so important, because people's perceptions of you, especially early on in the game, you can't afford for that to go down south. You want people to see you at a certain level, especially as a new makeup artist. You need to gain the respect. So I would say 100% make sure you focus on how you look. Now, that doesn't mean rocking up in a mini dress. I just mean look like you're ready to go to work, look nice, look like you want someone to look at you and think, "Oh my gosh, I would love my face to look like that. Oh my gosh, like, her face looks so good." You want that, guys. I feel like that's one of the most important things, because that will help you get a job, that will help you get work, that will help people remember you. So yes. Tip number 7, have a professional email address. Maybe start with a Gmail account and then eventually, you know, change that to like for example, my one's info@makeupbysasha. I feel like it looks more professional and it kind of looks like, yeah, you're on business, like you're on your game, like you're on your game. So you want to put your signature, like your logo and your links to where people can connect with you. So for example, so I've got Makeup by Sasha, then underneath that there is my Facebook link, and then my Instagram link, and then my Snapchat link, for example, and also my phone number. Even if you've forgotten to provide your phone number, that's always there, and it just looks so professional. Like, people would think, wow, like, okay. So tip number 8 is have a price list, guys. I find that really important, because there's times when I'm so busy and people's ask me for like, how much is this? How much? And I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't think right now. Let me send you my price list. It's so much more like professional. Like, if you actually have a price list, people can't really bargain with you as well. That's another thing. Oh my God, how can I forget this? It's super annoying when people try to bargain with you based on your reactions to when they ask you how much is a certain service. And I feel like people look for that as well. Like, if they ask you how much something is and you're like, they're they will try it with you. They will try and bargain with you. It happens a lot. So I would say to you, just keep it simple and just say, oh, okay, what's your email address? I'll email you my price list. Get a price list ready. I've changed my prices a good few times, but that's okay, because start at a certain price, then you can work your way up. That's what I would say to that. Tip number 9 is have a uniform, guys. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't have to be something with your logo on it, with your name on it. That's not what I mean. But have something that you wear to work. Have work attire. And imagine you walking into a job now. People are seeing your face, they're seeing your hair, they're going to look at your outfit, they're looking at your shoes, they're looking at everything. And they literally cast a judgment from the first few seconds. You want to make sure you're looking on point. Now, I mean, I'm not a fan of wearing like party wear to work. I feel like you should be professional, and people will treat you professionally as well. I would wear, for example, I do have a top with like my logo on it, but sometimes I wear that t-shirt and I'll just wear like with black trousers or black jeans. I tend to wear all black to work because I feel that's what I've always been taught. When I went to school to study makeup, they always taught us to wear all black. It's a little bit more understated. It's not so, you know, stand out-ish. Just keeping it like neat, where you can wear jeans, no problem. Jeans, vest top's fine. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm going to like a proper event, I might wear like a nice dress. I don't wear anything too like sexy or provocative when I'm dressed for work, because I just feel like I don't really want any unnecessary attention on me. I'm just trying to do my job, you know, do it well and then leave. So for example, I have like maybe 5 outfits I'll wear to work, and I just rotate them. And sometimes I might have something else. It depends what it is. But yeah, I tend to not dress too, you know, out there for work. I just like to keep it neat, professional and stuff like that. You want to be comfortable. There's times when it is super hot. Like you'll go into a room to do makeup and you are super hot. You want to be comfy. So that's another thing you need to bear in mind. Oh my god, also guys, wear the right shoes. I can't express that. Like, even there's times I've even wore like flat shoes and they have killed me, like, because you're on your feet a lot. It's a very physical job. Makeup artistry is physical. People forget that. You're on your feet a lot, you're bending, you're doing all sorts. You don't want to be uncomfortable. You want to wear like some, you know, some proper shoes, like flat shoes. I wouldn't say trainers as much, because I just feel like it looks a bit, I don't think it's as professional, but I would say definitely shoes, but make sure they're on the flat side. You can wear sandals, no problem, but you don't really want to be wearing heels. And if they are heels, like, no, trust me, you'll feel it. You might look cute, but you'll feel it, I'm telling you. So tip number 10 is be professional at all times. Now this is really important because, like I said, people's impressions of you are very, very important. Normally I'll be like, I don't care what she thinks. But with makeup artistry, with being a makeup artist, you want to be booked again. You want people to tell other people about you. So you want to be acting professional. You don't want to be texting away whilst you're doing someone's makeup. You don't want to be eating. You don't want to be chewing gum. Another thing, you don't want to be like chiming in on someone's conversation unless you're welcomed to do that and it's just you two and you're talking. That's fine, but you don't want to be butting in, and you just want to be there to make people look pretty. I'm not saying you can't be yourselves. Be yourselves, but just know when to kind of zip it. Just know when to zip it. That's so important. Know when it's not your place to get involved. I've seen it happen, and it's embarrassing. You don't really want that, okay? So yeah, be professional at all times. Tip number 11 is invest in a quality makeup kit. Now, when I say quality, most of you will think, oh, so what? Does it mean I have to spend so much money? And that is not the case. Quality doesn't exactly mean spending a whole heap of money, because it's not true. Everything that you buy for your kit, do your research. Don't just splurge. Don't just splurge. Don't just love a brand so you get everything that brand. Trust me, you will waste a lot. I remember when I first started, I spent so much money. Like, on rubbish things. And I'm not saying they were all rubbish, but a lot of the things I had to kind of like throw away because they weren't, I couldn't use them because for what I needed them for, they weren't the right products. YouTube is amazing for research. I use that a lot to research like new products and whatnot. Brushes are also important as well, guys. You can't get, because brushes will play a huge part in actually the result in your makeup and, you know, how your look turns out. At least have, I would say for foundation, minimum at least 6 shades of foundation, minimum 6 shades. And what I used to do is like maybe buy 1 shade, then maybe skip 1 or 2 shades and then go to the 3rd shade, skip 1 or 2, go to, you know, that's what I would do, because then I can always mix it. Also, mixing is gonna definitely be your best friend because nobody is 1 shade. So if you become a pro at mixing, I feel like you're already ahead in the game. I literally mix most of my products. It's crazy how much I mix. But I feel like that's another thing that sets you apart. Being able to mix a foundation that is tailored to someone's skin tone, not a lot of people can do that. So if you get used to mixing on the back of your hand, you know, you get used to mixing to create the exact shade, trust me, you'll be higher up in the game. Oh, also, you definitely do not want to get one kind of skin tone. That's important. Even if you've got one paler shade, you don't just want to have like all makeup for dark skin, because you don't know. When you go on fashion shows and when you're doing like testing with photographers and stuff like that, all skin tones, guys, I can't explain how much, yeah, it annoys me when makeup artists can only do one skin tone. That you can't be a makeup artist then. You can't. You need to be able to do all skin tones. All skin tones, all of them. I don't care, from albino to like dark skin, you should be able to do all skin tones. Like, that's it. That's period. There's just nothing. Yeah, so definitely try and get a wide range of foundation shades to start off with, 6 to 7, and then you can always just build up on your range. Yeah, cool. So my last tip, the tip number 12, is assist other makeup artists. So I remember when I first started, I never really used to do much assisting, and I remember asking a really like a top makeup artist, I remember asking her if I could assist her, and I emailed her, and I'm not going to tell you who it was, but I asked her, I was like, oh, I love your work, I think you're so talented, I would love to be able to assist you one day. I'm a new makeup artist, I just want to see how it works, you know, see if this is actually a future I want to build for myself. And her response was, hi, no, what did she say? She was like, oh, hi, Sasha, thanks for getting in touch, whatever. Thank you for your kind words, but sorry, like, she said something like, nobody helped me when I was on my way to the top, so I won't be able to help you. Take care, bye. And I was like, whoa, wow. And it's crazy. I remember thinking, oh no, like, is this what it's like? Is it just gonna be a bitchy, you know, is this how it is? Is it like a bitchy industry? Because I was thinking, like, that's quite cold, you know, that's pretty cold. Imagine, like, I was so new, I didn't know anything at that point. I hadn't painted a face yet. And that was the first knockback I got. And yeah, I mean, I was surprised at that actually. But I just thought, you know what, I'm going to keep plodding on. I'm going to keep going because this is something that I can see myself doing. So guys, yeah, I would say if you can assist other MUAs, like, trust me, because I feel like that would have helped me if I could have done that. But I would definitely recommend you guys to assist, because it helps you to pick up tips from them, and it helps you to, it helps with your experience to be able to look at someone else and be like, okay, I like the way she does things. Oh, maybe I'll try that, you know. It just inspires you as well. So I would say definitely assist other MUAs and just take notes, guys. I'm not saying sit there with your pen and paper, but I mean, take mental notes of how that MUA carries herself in a job, how quickly she moves and all of that. So yeah, that is the end, guys. That's the end of the tips. I could literally talk about this for ages. People actually always ask me about this, like, oh, how can I be a makeup artist? How can I do this? And honestly, I'm not even as far as I want to get. Like, the journey is still moving forward for me, but I can definitely say I've been successful doing what I'm doing. So I'm happy to share that with you guys, and if it can help even one person, I've done my job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I've posted my next video. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will be back with another video soon. Take care now. Bye.